I want to talk about what no one tells you about focus. You see, focus is a buzzword these days, and everyone attributes focus to success, making money, and doing all these things. And I can tell you, as someone who was making like 4K just 6 months ago and now making 60K a month, um, focus is important. But a lot of people are looking at focus the wrong way, and they're ironically focusing on the wrong things, right? And so most people talk about focus in the micro, like how to stop being distracted by your phone, how to stop playing video games, getting off TikTok, doing all these things. And those things are obviously important, but that is just the surface level like foundation. Any successful person will tell you like that's like step one. I mean, if you can't do that, then you're just kind of a bot. Like just get rid of your phone. I mean, I just bought a flip phone. That's what I did. That was the easiest solution. I just bought a flip phone, locked my phone in my car during the workday. It's like that's just step one, and that's not going to make you successful. And so what really matters when it comes to you achieving the goal you have is your macro focus. And so let's say you have a goal to make 10K a month. All that really matters when it comes to you hitting that goal or not is whether you're doing the actions that get you to 10K a month. I mean, it sounds simple, but I want you to seriously think about it. And so you're probably someone who's been working on your focus. You got rid of your apps on your phone. You logged out of TikTok. You even installed some like browser blockers. Maybe you've tried different apps on your phone to like keep you off your phone. Maybe you've even tried meditating. You tried focus training, but you're still broke. so why is that? And I went through the same thing, guys. I had like I want to say like I don't know. I want to say I had like 2,500 minutes of meditation in 2022. I think that's right. That I have tracked, like logged, and I was still broke. It's because of my macro focus was off. So if you're doing those things and you have the goal of making 10K a month, but whenever you go to actually deep focus, you're just working on useless things. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And if you're reading books about like, Elon Musk and autobiographies and stuff, like that's not going to make you money right now. It will in the long term, but that's a story for another day. But like right now, you need to just be doing the things that get you the result. And so it's all about what are you going to focus on? That's what truly matters. It doesn't matter how much deep focus you have if you don't know what to do with it. So the simple way to do this is by inversion thinking. This is something I learned from Alex Hormozi. I learned from Charlie Morgan and a lot of other great successful people. It's a wonder, you wonder why they're successful. And this is a part to do with that. And so you think, okay, I want to make 10K a month. Well, how do I not make 10K a month? Like just invert it. If you don't know what to do, then invert it. Be like, how do I not make 10K a month? It's like, well, I never sell anything. So then now I know by inversion thinking, well, I should probably sell. I need to sell something. I need to somehow provide value to someone. I need to sell something. So if you think, all right, well, how do I ensure that I never make 10K a month? Well, it would be never selling anything. It would be, well, if I never learned a valuable skill, if I never provided value to someone, there you go. So now you instantly know things you should focus on, which is selling something. So maybe you've already gotten that far. And you decide, well, copywriting is what I want to do. Well, it's like, how do you make money? How would you ensure that you never make money with copywriting? Think right now in your head. How would you ensure that you never made money with copywriting? Like it didn't matter what you did. If you just didn't do this one task, you would never make money. Outreach, right? If you never land a client, you never make money. So there it is. It's like you found that task, which is doing outreach, doing a lot of it. And so where the real success comes in is anybody can say that. You can go do outreach for one day. You're not going to get results, okay? I know because I have coached people through this process many, many times. And I've seen people who've gotten insane results and people who've gotten no results. And they're both doing outreach, but one of them is focused very micro on the day, and one of them is focused macro. What I mean by that is some people will do outreach for 1 day, 2 days, and then that's it. That's it. They're done. Versus other people understand that, hey, I need to have a macro focus on outreach. And guess what? they make money because after a month, 2 months, 3 months, they're still doing outreach. And at this point, they land clients. Guys, it takes a long time to achieve amazing things. Like, why do you think no one does it? It's because it takes a long time. And most people do not have macro focus. They cannot focus over a span of days, months, weeks, months. So stop worrying about like your daily focus. Like, let me get off TikTok and all this stuff. That doesn't even matter. Like, you can do TikTok. I know this is really controversial. I don't do this. Like, my phone is completely ridden of all social media. But I was making money even when I had social media on there. Like, because I was macro focused. I knew that every day I need to be doing these tasks that move me towards my goal. And so right now, my tasks look different from you guys's. But when I was first starting, when I was broke, it looked the same. I was doing outreach, writing copy. That's all I did. Because I understood, like, okay, what would make me absolutely fail with copywriting without a shadow of a doubt? Well, if I never write any copy and I never send outreach, then I will fail. And so I just flipped that. Well, what do I do to win? Well, I'll just write copy and send a bunch of outreach. And guess what happened? I hit 10K a month. But you guys are thinking like, oh, I need to do all these things. And KJ needs to give me a checklist and a video and all this. Guys, you already know what to do. You know what to do because you answered those questions in your head before I even said it, right? So you know what to do. The problem is you're not focused on a long enough time frame. You go send 2 outreaches and you feel pain because you're like, oh, it's uncomfortable. I'd rather be on YouTube. And then you leave and you're watching this video right now. So, like that's kind of how it works. So what no one tells you about focus is that the micro doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but like that's not what's going to make you money or not. Because there's tons of people who are millionaires who use TikTok. So just getting off TikTok is not what makes you rich. What makes you rich is just doing the freaking stuff that you need to do for a long time. Macro focus. Macro. And so like what's going to take me to, Lord willing, of course, I could die tomorrow, but if God allows me to live and continue doing what I'm doing, what's going to take me inevitably to 100K, 250K, 500K, depending on when you're watching this video, a month, is my focus. Like focusing on my product. That's all I'm doing right now. And I have the ability that not many people do, which is like, I understand that my product is everything. And so I just focus for months. Nothing else. I don't get distracted. I just do the product over and over again. And so that is the key to making real success. And guys, I can tell you right now, like my school, I don't know if you're in my school or not. It's link in the description. It's a really good product, by the way. You should go buy it. But my school teaches persuasion, how to persuade, how to sell things over the internet. And I spent 1 month of focus on that product. The entire month I focused on it, which is not even that long at all in the grand scheme of things, but it's longer than most people. And that school makes me 20K a month automatically. I don't do any extra work for it. Nothing. It just prints 20K a month. I focused on the sales page for 3 weeks and I focused on the product for a month. And now it just prints. I just make these videos and it prints because it's a good product, because it provides value. But that would have never happened had I not had the ability to just macro focus. And during that time, I was watching YouTube. Like I would, frick around, watch some YouTube or like watch short form or go on Reddit and look at GameStop forums. Like I wasn't macro focused the whole time, but in the macro I was. And that is the secret, guys. So, yes, avoid TikTok, avoid all those things because they're just a waste of time. I don't do those anymore. But I'm just telling you that what really matters is the macro focus. And that's why people like Hormozy and people like Charlie Morgan are so successful, is because Hormozy spent 2 years on a book. Because he's macro focused every day, just 2 years, putting in hours. And he had businesses to run, all this other stuff, but he was still focusing like 4 to 5 hours every day on his book. And over 2 years, you just crush everyone. And so, if you want to make money, be successful, that's how. You need to have macro focus.